guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Caren Hernandez, and in today's video we're going to be reviewing the E.L.F. Hydrating Camo Concealer. So I got this one at Walmart. The packaging looks like this. I just pulled it out. And I'm going to use the shade Light Sand. I looked online and this concealer is extremely raved about. It comes in 25 shades. And I did also see that they have another concealer that is supposed to be for oily skin. I did not know that before, or else I would have probably used that one because I am more on the oily side. But for the purpose of the video and for really seeing if this concealer is everything they say it is, I'm gonna try it out. And it did say it was for normal to dry skin. I've used other concealers that are hydrating and they worked for me, so hopefully that one works as well. I've already done my brows, my eyeshadow look, and my primer and base. I used all products that I know work for me. For my eyeshadows, I use this Tarte palette. The mattes were good. It is for very natural. It's giving me like a bridal look, and I really like it. But the shimmers in here were just not really it. The only two shimmers that I liked were these two right here, and I'm using one on my lid and one on my brow bone. And the other shimmers were just, they didn't work. They're very chunky and not pretty at all, but the mattes were very good and I did like those. So this is just like an oldie. I think it came in my first BoxyCharm and I just decided to use it today. For my primer, I used my regular Dr. Brandt. For my foundation, I used the LA Colors Truly Matte. I have an entire video dedicated to that foundation, and if you want to go check it out, it is on my page. So let's get started. And like I told y'all, I don't know, it does worry me a little bit that it's hydrating, but we're gonna see what it does. And this one has an oversized doe foot applicator, and it says to conceal, contour, and highlight. It was $6. I bought it at my local Walmart, and I looked online, and that's basically the price that I've seen all around. So if you want to go buy it, we'll see at the end of the day, after I wear it for a while, how it wears. If you want to see how this concealer does, please keep watching. So for the purpose of the video, I'm going to do one under eye with my beauty blender and one under eye with a brush. I like both, but I usually use beauty blender. And let's see. So I don't know if I talked about the L'Oreal concealer. It has the same applicator. That is a pretty good concealer. So it is very creamy. I am liking that. The only thing is I kind of don't know like how much I'm supposed to apply. Like, did I go too heavy? But so far I do like the creaminess of it. And I am gonna apply this everywhere where I normally apply concealer, which is on my chin, on a little bit above my lip, on my nose, and a little on my forehead. I'm kind of noticing that I got a very light shade, which I like bright under eyes, but I don't, hopefully it's not too bright. So one thing I can already tell is that it is very full coverage because I went a little heavy with it. And I am looking a little white. On my face, I'm gonna, like the rest of the face, I'm gonna blend it out with the beauty blender. Just under this eye, I'll use the brush. Also, something I did read on their page is that this concealer gives you time to work with it, so it doesn't dry as quick as the other one, is what it said, although I've never tried the other one. I guess the other one is the original, and this one is the hydrating. It was very easy to blend with both the sponge and the brush, so I don't really have a preference on that right now, because they both look really good. It blended out so nicely, and the coverage is absolutely there. I am curious to see how this wears throughout the day. So now I'm going to go in and set it with a little bit of Coty Airspun, which I use all the time. So guys, I have already set my face, and let me tell you guys, my under eyes have never been so smooth. I only get this look with Tarte Shape Tape, and this to me was a little bit easier to work with because Tarte Shape Tape does dry quickly, so you don't have like a ton of time to work with it, and this one doesn't dry quick, so it gives you some working time. And honestly, I love this right now. I don't know how it's gonna wear the rest of the day, but as of right now, I love it. I'm gonna finish off the rest of my makeup off camera, and then after I finish, I'll come back and see how it's doing after just a few minutes. Okay, so I'm done with the rest of my makeup. It is 11 o'clock, and honestly, my under eyes have never looked better. They look so smooth, and I can't explain it, but you can't see any pores, and obviously I do wear a pore minimizing primer, but this really helped with that too. I am very excited to see how this wears throughout the day. I am going to work, so I don't know if I'll have as many check-ins as I usually do, but for sure, I will check in at the end of the day and let you guys know how it wore throughout. So yeah, this is the first official check-in, and I will see you guys in a few hours. Okay guys, so it is 6 o'clock. I just got off of work, and that means I've been wearing this makeup for 7 hours now, and it still looks really good. You can see my pores a little bit, which is very normal, but it looks amazing. I actually asked at work, like, how does my concealer look? I'm trying out a new one, and everyone said it looked really good. One person even told me it looked like a little bit airbrushed, which is awesome. That means that it's looking really good. So as of now, I am loving this concealer. And yeah. And that's 7 hours. I will definitely check back in later at night. Check-in number 2 done. Okay guys, this is my final check-in. It is 10:24 p.m., which means that I've been wearing this makeup for a little over 11 hours. And let me tell you guys that this concealer is doing great. I am so impressed. My under eyes look really good. There's absolutely no separating under my eyes. I do have a little bit of separation on the edges of my nose, which is pretty normal, and you can barely tell. You can't tell from like this far away. You can only tell from like, you can only tell if you're extremely close to my face, and almost no one should get that close. So it looks really good. I was a little bit worried about it getting oily because it's hydrating. I was also a little worried about it separating, and it didn't do neither of those. It didn't oxidize, it stayed true to color, and it wore extremely well throughout the day. Also, can we just take a moment for the rest of my makeup and agree that it looks really good for it to be on for 11 hours? Specifically, my eyes are doing really well. And I'm so happy with the concealer that I bought. I didn't have very high hopes for it, I will be honest, but it definitely is a 10 out of 10 for me, and I definitely recommend that you go out and you purchase it for yourself so you can try and see how it works for you. As I told you in the beginning, this is a hydrating concealer. I would say it's not like hydrating. It's more of a lightweight concealer, but still full coverage. I can't explain it, but it's not heavy, but the coverage is very good. And for those of you who have dry under eyes, this will work. As well as for those of us, like me, that are oily, this worked very good on me. I will get a little bit closer to camera in a second so you guys can see up close how it's looking. I scratched my nose earlier right here and it did lift a little bit. I will show y'all that as well. But I absolutely love this concealer. For me, it is right now my #1 from my concealers that I have. And that is considering that I do have Tarte Shape Tape, which was one of my favorites as well. So I don't know. I was telling a friend of mine that this one gives you some time to work with it, whereas Tarte Shape Tape is a little bit more quick drying, so you don't have a ton of time to work with the product, although it is very good as well. But this one might be a little bit better than the Tarte Shape Tape, in my opinion. If you love Tarte Shape Tape, you might want to go try this one and then let me know what you think. And remember, it was $6. They do have it in 25 shades, and I absolutely believe that you should try this for yourself. I will keep using it, and I will mention it again in my future videos how it's wearing, but I really do like it. So this is what it's looking like. There is a little bit of separation right here, and this is where I scratched earlier. There's a little bit of separation along my nose, but that's the only place. My chin is doing perfectly fine, my forehead's doing perfectly fine, and under my eyes are doing perfectly fine. So that is the end of this Pass or Purchase E.L.F. Hydrating Camo Concealer Edition. This is a purchase for me. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, comment down below, and share this video with your family and friends. Follow me on my social media that are always in the description box down below, and as well as the link to this concealer. And I will see you guys next time.